let's make a circos plot in Circa that's worthy of a journal cover. First, you start from all the data you would normally be using. I'm going to go to my tried and true data set from my PhD research on long-range structural variants, and I'm just going to visualize all of these. This one I like to show as a scatter plot because they're individual variants, even if they do have sizes. This one is coverage, so that looks pretty good. To make it worthy of a journal cover, generally it'd be nice if it's not a white background. So let's talk about how to do that. We can make the background black instantly. And we might want to remove the cytoband if it's not necessary, because it adds kind of a shock of white, which is maybe unnecessary. But let's hide it for now, and we can always bring it back. Another thing we'll want to do is maybe just get rid of these tick marks. They used to be visible, but of course we can make them match the chromosome colors, which is generally a good trick for making something look really pretty in these circos plots in Circa. I think that if you have everything just matching the colors of the chromosomes, that's going to look the most aesthetic. So if you want it for a journal cover, that's kind of perfect. That's always my go-to. And then you can change the color schemes. You can get really creative with this. I'm going to go with dark rainbow because it looks really pretty and kind of flows naturally, and it works pretty well on a black background, I think. We might want to still hide these tick marks, and let's move some layers around some of these tracks to see if they look better in any particular configuration. I think this looks pretty good. We could also try to drag the scatter plot into the center here. And maybe we can make this outer track stand out a little more so it looks more spiky by simply giving it more space. So I think this sort of thing is pretty worthy of a journal cover, assuming that you have interesting data to show and it goes well with your paper. And you can always make a dark version of the figure that's in your paper already if you want to put it on a journal cover. But yeah, matching the chromosome colors I think is a good trick. You can also do things like hiding some of the features. If some of the extra text and stuff is not really pretty, you can hide it like I just did here with the chromosome names. But I think this is pretty good. And then we can export it in SVG format, so it's super high quality for the journal. But first, of course, we want to save it. And I'm going to title this one Journal Cover Demo. And so now when I export as PNG and SVG, those just get exported with those names. And we are good to go.